Hi, it's Mark here. Thanks for coming along to look at the video tutorial for additional charts, chart options, working with charts just that wee bit more. So what I wanted to do was to show you just a wee bit extra to do with charts. From looking at previous video tutorials, you should be able to insert a chart by just selecting the data and insert chart and recommended charts and having a look to see what charts will work with the data that you've selected. This video tutorial is just a step further from that, where I want to show you how to control your charts just that wee bit more and some of the more options that are available to you. So what I've got some data here with cakes with tea, and I've got cups, sugar lumps, cakes. So it's just all figures, and then I've got tea bag control, which has got dates and the amount of cups used for each of the dates there listed. First one, I'm just going to show you how to compare two lots of figures. What I'm going to do is we're going to look to see how many cakes are served with the number of cups of tea. We're not interested in sugar lumps for this one, it's just cups compared to cakes. So the first thing which we do with any chart is to select the data that we want to work with. So select the first sort of data by clicking on the first cell, holding in my mouse key and dragging down to the rest to select the range for cups. Now, because this is not adjacent to where we want to select, so it's not directly next to it, not adjacent, so therefore you use the control key on your keyboard. So if you hold the control key in and then click the next range of cells that you want to combine and work with. So that's the control key use, where you can select things that are non-adjacent. So we've got cups and we've got cakes. Now it's to insert. We've got recommended charts available to us, and we can also select all charts if we wanted to. So we want to compare the two together to see if there's any possible correlation, first of all, and to see any patterns. That's the whole point of having charts. So here we have a clustered column chart. We do have all charts, and we can select from various different types of charts, but do remember the data that you select will possibly only work with a certain chart. So we could use a comparison one here that has them separated, cups and cakes. As I go over it lets you see it just a wee bit more. So column charts, there's various different column charts. We've got 3D ones, so I've got 3D cluster charts. There's all sorts of, so that just replicates the same as before, just a wee bit more. So I'm going to select them, and I'm going to click on OK. So that's similar to what you possibly already know, or what I've already done with other video tutorials, but at least it's already fresh for you anyway. Had it been data just next to each other, it's exactly the same process. So what we have is this here. Had I taken in cake with teas, but I can call it anything that I want to. So we've got chart title, and by clicking in there, double clicking, I've selected chart title, and I can say cakes compared to tea cups. All right, anything which you want. Now just another wee part for us here. So what we've got is we've got along the bottom there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the series. We can also use the switch row and column. So we can actually see the series there. Okay, so we cups and cakes, very similar to what we had before. And then we can see the series there. So what we can do is we can see series 1 there is 85 cups. But we've also got other options available to us. What we can do is we can have access titles if we wanted to. We'll come to that in a minute as well. We can also put in data labels. So we can put the data labels in there, so we can. Right, so that's that chart. What I want to show you is another chart now. It could be a line chart as well. That's the other thing I wanted to show you, was change the chart type. because what we can do is we can use a line chart, or we could use bars. A line chart is quite good for comparison. In fact, there's one there that shows the comparison between them, and this one will shows the values, and there you go. So you might want to have that there. So let's just see, and you can see the series there. So that's cakes compared to the cups, or the other way around if you wanted to. Right, now for this one here, where we get dates as a series. So we've got dates and we've got cups of tea. So again, insert. We've got recommended charts available to us. We've also got the ability to ask for all charts. So any charts that we want. So this time what we'll do is we'll go for a bar chart. Now we have the ability to actually show it in nice colours there, where we can look to see the series there with all the dates. Or we've got the dates at the left hand side there with the amount of cups underneath. You can expand out in any direction, just like any object. So we've got there cups of tea. Well, it's actually tea bag control we'll have in there. Bag, tea bag control department, any title of your chart in. Now the other thing I'm going to do with this chart is to show you that we can change the chart styles. You have a drop down there as well, so we can have all sorts of different styles. What we can also do is change colours if we wanted to. We've also got quick layout. Now quick layout, something which we sometimes want to see is the data with the chart for printing purposes, for example. Say we want to print the chart out, but we want to see the data. So we don't want to see all the numbers in the chart, we want to see it below, so if we want to look something up. So we can see where all the dates are, and we can see, for example, we can see, I'll just make that a little bit bigger. What we can see here, there we go, there we go, all the dates for us. And what we can do is we can see that on the 14th of the 9th, we had that there. Then we can see here. So you've got all the dates, elements and everything there for us. Okay, so hence the reason why I expanded that out so that we can see it just that wee bit more. But if we want to, what we could do is we want to see the data maybe just underneath it. So there's a quick layout that would allow us to do that. So that gives us the data that we've used. So we can pinpoint it that easy. So we've got it graphically and we've got the data. We might want to put axes in, axes titles. So what we can do is add chart elements. We've also got a button up the top on the ribbon as well, add chart elements. So as you select that, we've got the ability to work with the chart elements. So we can say axis titles. And this one down the bottom, if I select that, that is number of cups of tea. And on the other axis is the dates. And if we wanted to print, select the chart, and then it's File and Print, and it will come up and say the chart only. There's another video tutorial for you, which enables you to then look up to see how to use print that wee bit more and the options available for you for print. Hope this helps you. Have fun with Excel. Bye and see you again. Bye just now.